Welcome to Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Dave Drugenti.
And I'm Emmett O'Brien. On this week's episode, we're featuring the cheer and dance teams.
It's been an impressive year for both programs, starting with the cheer team. They recently went to Ypsilanti, Michigan for nationals as the reigning champions.
97.28.
That was the scene from Michigan as the Fighting Bee cheer squad was named national champions for the second year in a row. They dominated the competition once again. They had a record score in prelims of 97.87, and the winning score was also impressive at 97.08. SAU Cheer has now won 4 national titles in the last 8 years. SAU Cheer also crowned 10 total All-Americans as well, as Carlos Federer and Tay Uten being named NAIA Co-Cheerleaders of the Year. The SAU dance squad also traveled to the NAIA National Championships, seeking back-to-back titles.
And the dance national champion is Seniors University.
The team sat through a stress-filled waiting period until they heard their name called once again as champions in Michigan. They edged out the second-place finisher with a stellar routine, putting them just a half a point ahead with a final score of 92.63. As well as taking home a trophy, the Bees had 12 dancers named NAIA All-Americans and Josie Kaffenberger named NAIA Dancer of the Year recognition.
Joining us now is senior Ellie Schilling of our national champion dance team. Thank you so much for being here. Now take me back to the moment we just saw. Describe what it was like to hear your name called as back-to-back national champions.
Yeah, it was definitely a surreal moment. I remember when they said second place, that's when we knew that we had won. And I remember I just went to my co-captain, the other senior on the team, and I just hugged her because that was what we had been working for all 4 years, was that moment right there, winning back-to-back, setting another record for the NAIA. And it took a while to process what was happening because I think there's just a lot going on in a moment like that, but it was amazing. It was the best feeling in the whole world.
Excellent. What were some of your personal goals for this season aside from becoming a back-to-back champion?
Yeah, I think one of our biggest goals as a team was to have fun. We had a motto through all of our practice, and it was party. And that kind of stood for just have fun with what we're doing. Because sometimes when you work for something as big as what we're working for, you can lose sight of how much you love the sport that you're participating in. And we are all here at the end of the day because we love to dance. And no matter how hard we work, no matter where we place, we have the memories there of what we did more than we have the championship trophy. So our motto was always party, have fun.
That's great. What has been your favorite part about being a member of the dance team here at St. Ambrose?
Definitely the community that we have created. Everybody on the team, we refer to each other more as family than as friends because you spend so much time around these people, whether it's traveling or at practice. You spend every weekend with them. You get to know them on a deeper level than just a friendship. And I'm so grateful that I have all these people in my life that I can call my friends, along with the cheer team as well, because cheer and dance were pretty much inseparable as well.
That's great. Do you have any future plans when it comes to your dance and cheer career?
I definitely think that I would like to choreograph a bit for maybe the studio that I came from before I came to Ambrose in high school, maybe for local high school dance teams, still kind of be a part of that community, but probably never at the level that we just competed at.
Thanks again for being here, Ellie.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we'll hear from a member of the Dance and Cheer national team. We'll be right back.
And with a score of 112.56 and good for first place, St. Ambrose University.
Welcome back. Joining us now is senior cheerleader Eliza Zurishin. Thank you so much for being here today, Eliza.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations on bringing home another national championship.
Thank you.
Aside from getting back to nationals, what were some of the team goals focuses this season?
So obviously, yes, nationals is a big one for us. Something I like that we do is kind of sit down as a team and go over specific goals that we have. And other than nationals, some things we want to focus on were just having really good practices, making sure that we're practicing like we were performing, just so when we were in the performance atmosphere, we were prepared, our nerves were kind of a little more settled and stuff. So a lot of our goals focus on practice and then just getting along as a team and working together.
Awesome. Practice makes perfect. That's what they say. It takes a strong team to take home a trophy. What would you say the cheer team's best strengths this year were?
Oh my gosh. I think that, well, physically, I think we were in awesome shape. We have an awesome program for training and stuff, so that wasn't really an issue. I think something that we really grew in this year was our mentality. We had a lot of mental struggles to go through and stuff like that, so I think one of our best strengths this year was kind of pushing through some adversity and overcoming stuff like that.
Awesome. Did you yourself have any personal goals or anything motivating you going into this season?
Yeah, it's my last season, so I kind of just wanted to make sure I soaked it all in and had fun with my friends and just did my best. I think I really wanted to be involved a lot in the routine. That was a personal goal of mine, so that was awesome. And then as a team, again, we just wanted to really make sure we all worked together to put out the best we could.
Awesome. You kind of touched on that a little bit, but as a senior, what has this experience over the past 4 years meant to you?
Oh my gosh, it has meant the world to me. I honestly didn't really want to cheer coming into college. It was kind of a decision from my mom. But I just, looking back, am so happy I did. The cheer team and my coaches have been there for me for everything. It's really grown me as a person, a leader. I think a lot of skills are going to help me in the outside world. So I'm very thankful for that, and it kept me in shape.
Congratulations again. Best of luck in the future. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we'll hear from head coach of both dance and cheer, Danelle Langenecker. We'll be right back.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
Welcome back. Joining us now is the head coach of the national champion cheer and dance teams here at SAU, Danelle Langenecker. Congratulations, Coach, and thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, take me back to the weeks leading up to nationals. How did you prepare for the competition, knowing you defending national champions?
Truthfully, the preparation is just like any other year. It's going to be different to this year's team. So, you know, I can't really say that we did anything differently necessarily in our process, but it feels different. You know, you're going into it with the target on your back and knowing that other teams don't want to see the same team win the championship again. So we had a little bit different season this year. It was extended 2 weeks, so it overlapped with our spring break. So in the week prior to us leaving for nationals, we actually had a few days where we had some 2-a-day practices. It actually, I think, worked out great for us to practice that way. It gave us a little bit more time together to analyze videos and stuff like that, really be able to fine-tune the routines. Obviously, from a physical standpoint, it really wore our athletes out, but then we were able to kind of ramp things down the week of nationals. So
that's great. For what do you think makes the dance and cheer teams here at St. Ambrose unique?
Well, I think back to what Ellie mentioned, you know, I think we we operate as a family. You know, even though the two teams are two completely separate sports, different practices, different things that they do to prepare, we really work together a lot. We consider ourselves a family. I think that is definitely unique to our program. You know, we really work hard together. We work hard, and I think everybody knows that walking in the door, that this is the kind of program that they're coming into, and I think the expectation is there to, you know, work hard, play hard.
Interesting. Looking back to when you started here at ASU, I'm sure you had some big goals, but did you ever envision 6 national championships?
Yes.
I love it. I love that answer. Very, very direct. What does the team's future look like for both squads? Like, how do you continue to perform at the highest level?
You know, I think every year we just kind of go into trying to improve our team just a little bit from the year before. You know, so we're really focused on improving our skills and not necessarily matching or comparing ourselves to other programs, you know. So I think, you know, we do a good job of continually trying to set that bar within the NAIA, and just every year just trying to make it better than the last.
Amazing. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Dave, back to you.
Thanks, Emmett. Cheer and dance aren't done yet. Both teams will wrap up their season with a trip to Orlando, Florida this weekend to compete in the College Classic. SAU will also host a celebratory event next Wednesday, April 17th at 4:30 p.m. at the Wellness and Recreation Center. The event will include appetizers, guest speakers, and the opportunity to view their performances. That's all we have for you on this week's episode of Inside SAU Athletics.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our latest episodes, game highlights, interviews, and more. You can also find them on the Hive at sauthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.